Hey everybody, got a DCS range with a burner that won't stop clicking. The reason it won't stop clicking is that your simmer ring, which is right here, the fire that comes out of there when you're on simmer needs to be active. If there's no fire here, then your igniter will keep clicking. So why does no fire come out here when the simmer, when you're on simmer? Well, the majority of the gas comes out of here, the main burner, the big guy. But the simmer burner has a jet with a tiny hole that lives underneath this. So you need to get your pliers or a socket and get this nut off. And then you can see where the simmer jet lives. The simmer jet lives down in that hole, okay? Now, if you go in with a flashlight, you'll see what looks like a little hex down at the bottom there. And that hex should have a hole in it. If you can't see a hole in there, then you need to clear that off with something, okay? You can use a tiny screwdriver to clear it off, but you gotta see the hole. And if the hole is clogged, then there's no gas coming into these channels, and these channels then get, the gas then runs through those holes, and those holes create the simmer flame, and the simmer flame keeps your igniter from running constantly. So you need to clean that jet out. You need to unclog that jet. So what I did was I took a wire, I took a bristle off a wire brush, and I taped it onto the end of this bobby pin here. And then I had my flashlight and I went down and I just got the bristle in there and I went up and down and I wiggled it round and round. Eventually I broke through whatever was on there, okay? And voila, we got it. Now if you look at the wire that I chose, it's got waviness to it. It was kind of the perfect little bristle from a wire brush to clean that jet, but it's tiny. It's tiny. A needle from a sewing kit might be enough to break through that clog, and then maybe you want something like this to really go in there and you might find a set of tiny drill bits, jeweler drill bits that could actually go in there and you could work that free, okay? Now, if you can't get in there and unclog it with a tiny wire, you need to take this nut off. This whole piece is brass and is a nut. And then this will come off. And you could actually take the jet out with a tiny, I think it's 5/32 socket down there. And then you could really clean it well. But if you can clean it from the top, like I did today, then you will get your simmer back and you'll get the clicker to stop, okay? And I guess while you're in there, clean all these surfaces because they get pretty scuzzy as well. All right, hope that helped.